Over the next 12 months, the people who get the most out of using AI in their business are going to be the ones who use it very differently. Not because they've got better tools, but because they understand what AI is actually really good at. And they have done the deeper work to bring the part of the process that AI just can't. Now, this really builds on what we talked about last week on episode 70. When we ask AI to do the complex thinking, it's always going to struggle because it relies on its examples and its pattern recognition for the answers. It tries to compute a complex problem with complicated thinking. So here's what I've changed in my business processes with AI. I do not start with AI anymore. I begin with my thoughts. I allow them to flow, pen to paper or chatting out loud on a walk with ChatGPT or Claude. And I keep thinking alongside AI or with my journal with pen and paper until either I am really happy with the vibe and the content or I'm stuck and I can't do it anymore without any support or help. The plan is to provide me, my thoughts, my experiences, my wisdom, my emotional connection, my stories, the things that are human, the things that are complex. Then and only then do I allow the complicated, the pattern recognition and the examples to help take that content to the next level. It makes me laugh because it reminds me a little bit of when I was an English teacher. I'd ask my year 9s to hand up their Macbeth draft, and most of them would hand up something they wrote last night in 20 minutes, and it wasn't really their best work at all, which meant that it kind of resented marking it, because the feedback I gave them on that essay was stuff they already knew. And if they had invested the time to give me a quality, best foot forward draft, I would have been able to take them to the next level. I would have been able to help them learn more about their approach to literature. AI works in exactly the same way. When you start relying on AI to build your content from the start without you helping it, you're asking it to work on just its patterns and just what it knows about the algorithm. You're not involving yourself in the process. And this means that you're removing your essence, your passion, your drive, your energies from all of those business processes, and it's never going to teach you anything you don't already know. Now, if you're noticing some resistance to this idea that you go first and then you bring in AI, great. Write that down, journal it. Let's pay attention to that resistance. It's important. In fact, that's exactly what I do as I'm working with my AI. As I am asking it, hey, can you go over my sales process? And it's telling me, you lost that sale because you didn't say this. And I go, oh, I feel uncomfortable about saying that. I can make a note about that. I can take that to my NLP coach and I can help myself find the block that's stopping me getting to the next level. You see the difference? As I work with AI to tweak to transform my website, my emails, my sales processes, everything in my business, I am paying attention to those signals that I'm always talking about, those emotions and those thoughts that are running in the background. Remember, that emotional data is as important to your business as your open rate and other KPIs that you're tracking. AI should not, cannot replace you, your thinking, your passion, or the impact that you want to have in the world. This is your purpose, not AI's. Instead, it needs to allow you to expand your reach and sharpen your ability to achieve all of those things that you want for you, your customers, hey, the world. Right now, you're watching this video and I used AI to tweak this video's SEO to help me make sure that I had beats in the video to help you keep watching. But here is where it began. Here are my thoughts for this episode. Journaled out, written out, pen and paper first. Then I sit with my AI pals, ChatGPT, Claude, and I only then ask them to apply great YouTube frameworks, great SEO frameworks to what I've already brought. They take the essence of this, the wisdom, the experience, the stories, the complex, and they add the complicated, the algorithm, the SEO, etc. We work together. Why? To improve the chances that you're still watching this right now. Woohoo! Give me a like if you are. To help more people see my content so that I can impact and help more business owners. I'm using it for those reasons. Not to replace me, but to enhance my reach. On the wall behind me, you can no doubt see my whiteboard. That whiteboard actually contains the 4-episode outline for this month. I started with a whiteboard and a pen. I took a photo of that whiteboard and I popped it into Claude. And in an editorial meeting with Claude, thank you Hello Funnels for that excellent resource, check it out. I expanded those 4 ideas that are on my whiteboard into a month's worth of social content, a month's worth of email outreach, 4 podcast episodes. You're watching one now. Well done. Comment below. Did you already watch parts 1 and 2? They've been on the whiteboard the whole time, haven't they? Did you notice? Once I'm happy with this script, I give it to Claude and I use my YouTube Claude to help me make sure I have the right hooks, the right beats in here to keep you watching longer, right? That's the goal, to keep you here so that you keep watching and that this is useful to you and helps you. Then I take the transcript of the recording, because the original script here is morphing and changing as I'm speaking to you. Because once I've put all those beats in, I deliver it and I bring even more of myself to the party. So once this is recorded, I use AI in Riverside FM to transcribe what I'm saying. I give that transcript to another Claude project who then creates my beautifully branded show notes in under 5 minutes. It uses all of the styles and formulas I've already given it, and it uses SEO best practices, it uses AI SEO best practices, Google's best practices, creates these perfect show notes for you. Takes it 5 minutes. Used to take me hours when I used to use Elementor. No more. Then I give that transcript to another Claude AI and I ask it to generate the Wednesday email. I tell it if there is a CTA, like we have an event coming up, like a clarity shift or a circle or something that's going on that I'd like you to know about. And in under 5 minutes, it generates the email that you probably receive every Wednesday. If not, you should head to selenawoodward.com/podcast and sign up so you can see it. Go and have a look at what it produces for me every Wednesday. I have given it the essence. It knows what I want to say, and I just let it build all of those pieces of the puzzle for me. The entire process takes me so much less time. And that gives me time to come back to the thing I love, which is working with people just like you on you and your business. I love AI for that. And I always start with me, my plan, my stories, my wisdom, and then I let AI add all of the other pieces for me. If you've been using AI to do the thinking for you, maybe it's time to flip that back around. Bring your thinking first and then let AI create the assets that gets more eyes on the things that you created, that come from the thing that makes you uniquely you and you uniquely the person who is here to help your client. That is how you increase your impact and have the opportunity to learn from all of those amazing things that GPT, Claude, Gemini, all the AIs know. Next week, I'm going to demonstrate a few very simple ways you can start using AI in your business in this way. It's like me. Bring your ideas. Don't just turn up looking for the tools. Bring something of you to play with. I'll see you next week on the Inner Business Podcast. Until then, take care.